Hello, loves. Welcome back to WitchyMarlaina's Ghost Adventures. I'm your host, WitchyMarlaina, and today, going back into the Spookiest Objects book, I think we have about 3 objects left. Possibly. 3 objects. So the object we're going to talk about today, I've briefly talked about, and that is James Dean, little bastard Porche. Let's get started. James Dean was a sex symbol and icon in the 1950s with movies like Rebel Without a Cause and Of Mice and Men and The Giant, that he just oozes sex appeal. He attracted a lot of eyes too. And he loved expensive things like motorcycles and cars. He decided to purchase this beautiful Porche Spyder 550 and named it Little Bastard. And it was crazy because Alec Guinness saw the car and said he had a creepy feeling about it, and he told Dean to get rid of it, that if he drove this vehicle, he would die within a week. Insane. Now, where the curse comes in is this. Remember I told you not to fuck with a witch? James Dean kind of did. James Dean and the woman called Vampira, who was Mila Nuri, had a thing. Well, kind of one-sided. She was obsessed with James Dean to the point where she said that they knew each other in other lifetimes, and that his soul and her soul connected when they looked at each other. It was just, I get it. Cosmic energy. And you can recognize people that you've like, oh, I've seen you before, but I don't know where. That could be because you've passed by, or you've been related to someone, or you've known someone in a past life. He was interested in her, but then quickly wasn't. And the reason being is that he was into this satanic occult stuff and thought that Vampira had some extra knowledge that he might need to like embrace and know. And she said that she didn't have anything really to say, that he doesn't date witches or cartoon characters. And that's what he did. He called her that. And when you do that in the public, he said that to a gossip columnist named Hilda Hopper, and I'm like, are you freaking serious, bro? Wow. So Mila had a altar. It had pictures of James Dean on it with his eyes and ears cut out. It had another saying of, you will be born again. I will see you again in another lifetime, kind of stuff. Like, she was literally conjuring this revamp, literally, of James Dean by sending him even like the weirdest stuff. She would be in her Vampira outfit sitting next to an open grave and said, you know, I wish you were here. We'll see you on the other side, kind of stuff. And how do you deal with that? So in September of 1955, right after he was done filming The Giant, he took Little Bastard out for a drive, and he was going pretty fast, and he had, is it Rolf? One of his, I guess, mechanics with him. They were coming around a corner, and a college student in a Ford coupe kind of came out. And from what Rolf said, James Dean's last words were, he'll see us, he'll slow down. He'll see us, he'll slow down. And he didn't. Now, Rolf didn't pass away in this horrific car accident. James Dean did. And people were paying to get pieces of his car at the crime scene. Like 50 cents. 50 cents to come in and grab a piece of the car. So that just, whoa, it trips me out. So do you think that Vampira might have cursed that car? Being that she knew he loved it that much and she wasn't the object of his love and affection? I don't pull it past her. Like I said, you don't piss off a witch, and he kind of did. So, I don't know. But it wasn't just James Dean that had weird crap happen. Now, the Porche went on a tour. It became one of those, like, don't drink and drive cars where it's like, it's a reminder not to do stupid things like drive fast or drink behind the wheel. But when it was being transported, there were several times that it just didn't make it. And it was rebuilt and that sort of thing. And it was actually driven by another race car driver, and it crashed too. So it's like, it's almost like this car didn't want to be driven or rebuilt or touched. Just leave it alone. It went into hiding for a very, very, very long time. And gotta love Zach Bagans and the Haunted Museum. He has a piece of Little Bastard. It is the axle. And okay, see that? That is the axle that Zach Bagans has in his museum that he spent $382,000 on. It has been authenticated by Porche. It is his axle, and now it's part of his Crazy Creepy Objects museum. I guess maybe because you can't drive the car anymore, maybe it's not cursed. I don't know. So there you have it. James Dean's beautiful Porche Spyder 550. Another one of those famous haunted objects. Thank you so much for joining me on my ghost adventures. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!